The movie takes us back to the year 1864 during the American Civil War. It was a dangerous and painful time. The story starts in the quiet woods of Virginia, where a young girl named Amy is looking for mushrooms. While walking around, she finds something shocking: an injured man lying on the ground. He is a soldier from the other side of the war, and his leg is badly hurt and bleeding. His name is John McBurney. Even though he is from the enemy's side, Amy decides to help him. She lives nearby at a big school for girls, which is almost empty now. Only 4 girls are left there, along with a teacher named Edwina and the head of the school, Miss Martha, who is very strict. Amy brings the hurt soldier to the school. As soon as they reach the door, the man falls down because he is in so much pain and very tired. The girls are surprised and also curious because the man is young and looks nice. They lay him down in the music room. Miss Martha acts quickly. She tells Amy to hang a blue cloth outside the gate. This is a secret sign to call nearby soldiers and report an enemy. But when she sees how badly John is hurt, she changes her mind and decides to let him stay until he gets better. Martha and Edwina clean John's wound and sew it up. When they leave the room, Amy tells the other girls his name. But Martha warns them not to get too close to him because he won't stay long. Soon, some soldiers come to the school. Martha quickly goes outside to speak with them. The soldiers tell her to be careful because enemy troops are nearby. Martha asks them for bullets to protect the school, and the soldiers give her some before they leave. The girls watch all this from the window and feel happy that no one found out about John. The next morning, John looks better. He is more awake, and Amy checks on him. In the kitchen, the girls are cooking food, and they're all wearing their nicest dresses. It seems they want to look good for John. Later, Martha visits John and reminds him that he is not welcome to stay forever. He thanks her, but she stays firm. Meanwhile, one of the girls, Alicia, goes into John's room alone and kisses him. She doesn't say anything and walks away like nothing happened. Later, during prayer time, she pretends to leave for the bathroom but goes to see John again. This is the start of secret feelings and problems inside the school. The next evening, Martha suggests that they include John in their prayers. Just then, someone knocks on the door, and everyone feels tense. Martha opens the door and finds 2 soldiers asking for food. She gives them food, but doesn't let them come inside. After they leave, the group talks about whether John should stay. They vote, and everyone agrees that he can stay until he's strong enough to leave. That night, Martha invites John to sit with her by the fire. They talk about their lives. John tries to make her like him, and Martha slowly starts to feel more comfortable with him. He says nice things to her, and she listens. In the next few days, John starts feeling better. He begins walking again with the help of a cane and starts working in the garden. The garden had not been taken care of for a long time, so he pulls out weeds and trims the plants. One day, Amy brings him water, and he tells her that she means a lot to him. She feels very happy and runs back to the house. But Alicia stops her and asks if she has been saying bad things about the others. John keeps working in the garden. Edwina watches him from a window. Later, Martha comes to thank him for helping. She sees that his leg is healing and tells him he should be ready to leave soon. John becomes nervous and tries to convince her to let him stay longer. He says there's still work to do and that he's scared to go back to the war. But Martha has already made her choice. When the girls find out that John might leave soon, they feel sad. They ask Martha to let him have dinner with them instead of eating alone, and she agrees. Later, Edwina visits John. She tells him she doesn't want him to go. John says he feels the same and that he likes her. He talks about running away from the war and starting a new life with her. Edwina is touched, and they kiss. But when they hear the others calling them for dinner, they stop and act like nothing happened. That evening, the girls wear their best clothes again. Everyone wants to look nice for John. Martha tells Edwina to dress more properly, but things calm down when John says he loves the dessert, especially the apple pie. Alicia says she made it. Edwina gets upset and says it was a recipe. Then Amy adds that she picked the apples. This starts a small fight between them. Feelings inside the house begin to change. The girls are becoming jealous. What started as helping someone has now turned into a confusing and emotional situation. Later that night, John says something soft to Edwina and tries to charm her again. He also gives a toast to Martha, calling her brave. After dinner, everyone goes to their rooms. Martha walks John to his room, and they stand quietly at the door. It seems like something might happen between them, but loud noise from upstairs breaks the moment. That night, Edwina waits in her room, hoping John will come, but he doesn't. Later that night, Edwina hears soft noises coming from the room next to hers. Feeling confused, she steps into the hallway and slowly opens the door. What she sees inside breaks her heart. John is with Alicia, and it's clear they're doing something very personal and close. Shocked and hurt, Edwina runs away, not able to handle what she has seen. John tries to go after her to explain, but Edwina is too upset. In the rush and confusion, she pushes him. John loses his balance and falls down the stairs. The fall knocks him out cold, and his already injured leg breaks again, even worse than before. The loud crash wakes everyone in the house. Martha and the girls rush out and find John lying at the bottom of the stairs. Alicia, realizing things have gotten serious, quickly makes up a story. She lies and says that John tried to hurt her, and Edwina came just in time to stop him. To Alicia's surprise, everyone believes her story without asking too many questions. John is taken back to his room. Martha checks his leg and sees it's badly damaged. It is now so badly hurt that the only way to save his life is to cut the leg off. There's no doctor nearby, and waiting could cause death. So Martha makes a brave choice. She decides to do the operation herself. She asks Edwina to bring a saw and a medical book to help guide her. Even though Edwina is heartbroken and scared, she does what Martha asks. The next morning, the girls go into the garden and have a small, quiet ceremony. They gather around a hole where they bury John's leg. Back inside, John finally wakes up. When he realizes that his leg is gone, he becomes shocked and terrified. He starts yelling and screaming, angry that they cut it off. Martha and Edwina come into the room and try to calm him down. They explain that it was the only way to save his life. But John does not believe them. He thinks they did it to punish him because he chose Alicia instead of either of them. He becomes very angry and starts saying mean things to them. He even gets violent and out of control. Martha, feeling scared, locks the door to stop him from doing anything dangerous. But even though the door is locked, John keeps shouting loudly, making everyone in the house nervous and afraid. After hours of loud silence, Alicia decides to go check on him. She enters the room and tries to comfort him. Even though their secret relationship is now known, she still wants to make him feel better. But John is still angry. Instead of thanking her, he becomes mean and scary. He grabs her by the hair and tells her to steal the key from Martha. Alicia is frightened and doesn't want to do it, but when John threatens her again, she gives in out of fear. Later that day, the girls and the women all meet in the dining room. They are scared and want John to leave the house. Even Alicia, who once cared about him, agrees that he has become dangerous. But Edwina still wants to believe that John is a good person deep inside, and she defends him. Before the conversation ends, John suddenly appears. He is now using crutches to walk and is holding Martha's gun, which he took without anyone knowing. He starts yelling at everyone, saying that Martha and Edwina cut off his leg because he didn't want to be with them. His voice is full of anger and hate. Everyone in the room becomes very scared, especially little Amy. Amy tells him that his yelling is scaring her pet tortoise, hoping it might calm him down. But instead, John gets worse. He grabs the tortoise and stomps on it, killing it in front of her. Amy starts crying, and the others are frozen with shock. Although John seems calmer after that, everyone can feel how dangerous he has become. Martha realizes they can't control him anymore. She tells Amy to go outside and hang the blue cloth on the gate. This is a secret way to call soldiers and let them know that there is an enemy in the house. Amy does as she's told and ties the cloth. But before she can come back inside, John sees it and takes it down. Amy runs away, and John starts chasing her around the yard. Martha hears her screams and rushes outside. She follows the sounds to the barn. There, she sees something terrifying. John is holding Amy at gunpoint. He looks very unstable and might do something terrible. Martha speaks to him gently and carefully. She manages to calm him down and convince him to return inside the house so they can talk. Back in the house, John tells everyone that he didn't really want to hurt anyone. He says he only acted out because he felt weak and useless without his leg. He says he would rather die than live like this. He warns everyone not to try anything against him or he will use the gun. To show he is serious, he fires a shot at the chandelier. John then goes upstairs. Edwina follows him a short time later. Even after all that has happened, she wants to comfort him. She walks toward him with kindness. At first, John seems unsure, but soon they get close again and become intimate, lying on the floor together. Meanwhile, the rest of the girls are scared and desperate. They start talking about how to protect themselves. Some of them suggest violent ideas, like hanging John or setting him on fire. But Martha says they can't do something that cruel. Then, one girl remembers that John loves mushrooms, and Amy knows where to find poisonous ones. Martha thinks this might be a solution. The girls agree on the plan, but they decide not to tell Edwina, fearing she might stop them. That night, everyone dresses up nicely for a special dinner. John is in a better mood after being with Edwina and happily accepts the invitation. At the table, he seems calm and even says sorry for how he behaved earlier. But the girls stay quiet and act cold. When the food is served, they give John a dish with mushrooms. These mushrooms were picked by Amy and are poisonous. John eats them with joy, saying it's the best meal he's had in a long time. He even tries to give some to Edwina, but the girls quickly remind her that she doesn't like mushrooms. She agrees and does not eat any. John keeps eating, not knowing he is in danger. After a little while, he starts to feel strange. He begins to have trouble breathing. His chest gets tight, and he gasps for air. Edwina becomes very worried, but the others keep talking and pretend everything is normal. John then falls to the ground. The poison has done its job. The next morning, the girls quietly sew John's body into a large sack. They carry it to the gate and place it outside. Then, they hang the blue cloth again to signal passing soldiers. As the story comes to an end, life inside the school slowly returns to the way it was before. The girls go back to their daily activities like nothing ever happened.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.